Hi guys, so I just recorded one video. I had recorded another one before that, but I decided to kind of record it again because I felt like I talked about all sorts of weird things, just random blah 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 blah. It's been a bit weird, and I didn't like. It took me ages to sort of talk about things or whatever, and thank goodness I know exactly what I am going to talk about this time. And what I've just looked up, I've found in my hand here because as I said before, I can't edit. I can't put a video in a video thing or a box of the video. You know what I mean? And when people do music video reactions, I'd love to be able to do that. If I could edit and things, and if I had a proper setup and stuff, then I would do it all like that. But I just don't, and it's like I hate I have all these technical issues all the time. But oh well, not much I can do about it. I'll talk it. Okay, so seeming as nobody has asked me, I am just going to talk about some things to do with K-pop. The first thing being when I first got into K-pop. I asked myself that question. Oh, thank you for asking. I first got into K-pop. I would say I first heard about it at the end of 2010. My sister came to visit. She may have been living in London at that point. I don't remember. She might not. Or she might have been getting ready to move to London at that point. Yeah, I think it was probably more like that. When she was staying with me on this occasion, she brought up in conversation, not straight away, but later on in the evening, something to do with a subject called K-pop. And I didn't understand what it was. I didn't know anything about it. I was just like, huh? What? Well, I imagine that's probably what I was thinking about. I mean, I don't really remember. It was such a long time ago. The only thing that I do remember is that thinking that it was very weird and strange and almost stupid that my sister was spazzing about, I guess, a music video or something at 11 o'clock at night, and I just thought, you crazy person. So I'm hyper at 11 o'clock at night. But of course now, that isn't an issue to me at all. That I would consider completely normal of a K-pop fan. I would think it's strange if you didn't really get spazzy about something at 11 o'clock at night, really. Because, I mean, for me, if I went to bed at 11 o'clock, that would be considered an extremely early night. And not having done anything to do with K-pop before then, but whoa, every single night. Even if I'm out, even if I am babysitting, I always will look at Facebook or look at Twitter, or I can't always look at YouTube if I haven't got, a decent phone signal, if I'm not in a place where I can pick up Wi-Fi, So, every night is, for me, it always has something to do with K-pop. And, if I'm staying in London, like the last time I went, we went to a Korean restaurant in the evening. Kind of K-pop related, there was K-pop music playing in the background. And then we went to Norabang afterwards. And we sang some Korean songs. We sang some other not English songs as well, because we had an English, actually it's Portuguese friends with us at the time. But it was great fun. It was a great night. I thoroughly enjoyed myself because it was kind of celebration for my birthday. So yeah, that was awesome. But anyway, I'm going completely off track now. I want to do that so much. I'm terrible for doing that. But yeah, so my sister, she came up to stay with me one time and started talking about this subject called K-pop. I didn't know anything about it, blah blah blah. I thought, what a strange person she is. Well, I didn't really think of her as that strange anymore. I think of me as strange. Yes. Definitely. And then sort of later on in the evening, she said to me, right, I am going to show you a music video. And so I'm now going to play you a little bit. My first ever K-pop music video. Okay, technically it wasn't K-pop, but I still think of it as like that anyway. Just because. Here we go again, being tired. Oh, I got that loud enough. Oh, I'm sure I have. Anyway, so yeah, this you might even be able to see from the thing. This was my first ever music video. Anyway, so after I listened to that song, I was like, it's a bit, it's fun, it's a good song. Yeah, it's alright. Of course, now, that's the only version of that song that I really know. I've never really listened to the Korean version that much. I know of it, but I really don't like it. The only reason is because I've just heard Supergirl in Mandarin too many times. I don't know how many times that song has been played through my iTunes, probably dozens of times. So yeah, from then on, things just after that sort of things slowly, not straight away. It took about a year, really, I think, for me, or sort of, well, nearly, probably about 10 months actually, or no, actually, I think it might have been less than that. Because the next year, it's had a sudden, after I'd been to a concert in Paris, after I'd been to SM Town in Paris with my sister, which I loved. It was great. I enjoyed the concert very much, but at that point I was still getting into K-pop. I had some songs on my playlist, but like not many at all at that point. I probably had like 20 songs or something like that. I can listen to that many songs in a day now, at least in a day, maybe more, I don't know, or maybe not like once played through, but like several times played through for 5 songs or something, you know, or whatever. Because I do tend to listen to songs on repeat quite a bit, so sort of, it might have been like 8 months, I think, sort of after hearing that first song, that I started, the first thing I sort of ever watched, aside from music videos, was Shiny's Hello Baby. After that, I then massively became a humongous Showall. Still am now. However, I am also part of a lot of other fandoms now. To name but a few, off the top of my head: Boyce, In Spirit, Best Friend, Star One, Hottest, VIP, Blackjack, Zone, Affliction, Elf, Kiss Me. There's so many. I can't even name them all. Seriously, it's just, it's crazy. Melody, as the most recent one would be, which is B2B fandom. That's kind of probably become a melody in about the last week because of B2B's comeback with Thriller. But yeah, that's kind of how I got into K-pop. I think something that goes along those lines, and it took a while for me to get into it, but because I'd already previously liked normal pop music, it wasn't really that difficult for me to get into it. So it just went from there. And honestly, I've never looked back and regretted anything. I regret nothing. K-pop has not saved my life, but it has made my life just infinitely better. Infinitely better. Well, I had to do that then. And I wouldn't be without it now. The other thing I notice is, why am I so orange? I'm like a flipping Oompa Loompa. If it's because I'm really warm. Might be because I'm really warm, but I mean, even my hands look really orange. I mean, I know this room is quite orange, but even like the ceiling, that is a different colour. Hold on, you can't see. Well, I'm trying to point, but like, hold on. So that wall there, that I'm kind of pointing to, is a different colour to the ceiling there. The ceiling is like a creamy colour, but on the camera it just does not look like that. Anyway, besides the point, that's besides. So, yeah. Anyway, so I'm going to stop talking now about that and film a different video. That will be part 2 of another video which I've already done, but I've done this one in a minute. Oh, never mind. You know what I mean. Oh, I'm such a pabo onino now. /Dongsay. I don't know if I have any followers that are older than me. I'd be very surprised if I do. I'm 28, by the way. It was my birthday just this last month. Just gone. Be surprised if I have anyone that's following me that's older. I don't know of anyone that's older than me on YouTube that follows me. Ignore me. I think I've lost my mind or something. I don't know. Anyway, so I'm going to go now. Okay. Annyeong. Saranghae.